As I said earlier, Jean-Paul Sartre was a famous playwright. Many of his plays, in fact, explore the various characteristics and implications of his existentialist philosophy. One of the most famous plays was that of No Exit. And indeed, I hope you will take the time to review the short video version that I've provided in the module of this play. It's both interesting and entertaining. A brief summary of No Exit and maybe a bit of its implications. Again, Jean-Paul Sartre lived from 1905 to 1980. And a very brief review of his life. Synopsis of No Exit. Three people are gathered in a hotel room: Arsène, Inez, and Estelle. Each of them quickly draws the conclusion that this is hell. That is, that they are dead, and this is where they will be serving out eternity. And each of them is also expecting this to be hell. That is, each of them already expects this to be the place for condemned souls. Their behaviors while living all apparently deserve this damnation. However, each expresses surprise that hell does not seem to be the way that each expected. That is, each is surprised that there are no instruments for physical torture. There is nothing in the way of Dante's Inferno, rings of hell in his Inferno. Thus, as they get to know each other, however, each contrives to hide his or her offenses and indeed weaknesses from the others as they attempt to live up to the expectations of a good person in the company of others. However, they discover that they can't hide who they are and the lives they chose from their roommates, as it were. Each finds each other profoundly repugnant, objectionable. Toward the end of the play, Garson finally concludes that hell is other people. What is hell? Hell is no escaping one's choices, no hiding from others or oneself, living an eternity of the withering gaze of other people's expectations, even as one is unable to not hide who he or she is from others. One is constantly reminded of the choices they made in life. This play brings out a fundamental existentialist dilemma. Accept the absurdity of someone else's values and expectations that would define you, and hence also the criticism for your own failures in living up to those values and expectations. Or You can choose the anguish of having to define yourself and reject the expectations, the criticisms, and most importantly, the company and its attendant judgments of others. So I put it to you, is it better to accept the hell of not being able to escape others' expectations? Again, I hope you will take the time to read this relatively short play by Jean-Paul Sartre and also view the short video I have provided of a performance of his play.